it comes to great barbecue, everybody comes out. All you need is a stream, a rod, and some red-hot coals.
Okay, I think we're ready to launch boats.
The boats are launched, the lines are cast. A new day has dawned on the Snoqualmie River, and this one's all about sun, stream, fishing poles, and fresh trout sizzling on the grill.
Yeah, Sean!
It's a killer combination that makes the Pacific Northwest an outdoorsman's paradise.
Barbecue generally is sort of associated with family, friends, being outdoors. So when you combine a beautiful river like this and good friends on a beautiful day like today, they just sort of, they go hand in hand.
Most days, Dave McCoy and his Emerald Water anglers work as guides, taking visitors to the best fly fishing spots outside Seattle.
I picked the perfect place to stop. There's no fish.
They also teach them the ABCs of the sport. Rule number 1, just like there's no crying in baseball, there are no worms in fly fishing.
Fly fishing, I think, is sort of the art, if you will, of taking materials and creating a bug on a hook that represents the real fly.
Aside from the occasional one that got away,
Oh, there we go. Oh, that was a nice fish.
God dang it.
Dave and the gang have no complaints about how they earn their paychecks, especially today, when they get a chance to throw their own private party on the riverbank. Once they stow the reels in the boat, these guides take out their grills.
Hey, we're over here. We're over here.
Why don't we stop for lunch?
You should.
One of the best parts of cooking on the river is that a lot of people just don't associate the ability to create amazing cuisine. They sort of associate with Ziploc baggies, ham and bologna sandwiches on white Wonder Bread.
And while a few plastic containers come out of the cooler, there's no bologna in sight. Once the fire's hot enough, they'll be throwing trout on the grill.
Cheers, man.
But it all starts with the veggies.
Most people would agree that a fish meal without some sort of veggies is sort of a naked meal, if you will. What I'm doing right now is just giving them a quick marinade. We'll put all the spices and stuff in the bag and shake it up so that they're well coated with what we want them to taste like a little bit. So we'll put olive oil, pepper, and some balsamic in there.
While Dave starts grilling the veggies, his wife Natalie whips up another Emerald Angler's specialty.
A grilled bruschetta a la river.
Since she's working outdoors, Natalie keeps the recipes simple. She starts with sourdough bread and cherry tomatoes.
I'm just gonna let these cook until they just split just a bit. Give them a nice flavor.
A quick toss with some balsamic vinegar and fresh basil and some sliced mozzarella, and the appetizer's ready. That's when Dave turns to the main event.
I'm going to take the trout and I'm going to rub some fresh pressed garlic on top of it after I've sort of lathered some butter on the surface of it. And then what I do is I lay the garlic on there and then I'll pepper the top of that.
More butter and a lemon slice finish it off. The fillets are set in foil and put over the coals.
Because the trout is pretty thin and the grill's pretty hot, in order to keep the moisture level high, we try to super quick cook it. So the aluminum foil will help accelerate that, and it should probably be no more than 5 minutes.
And while trout is centerpiece here, turns out these anglers aren't eating the same fish they caught.
We sort of view the trout as our business partners, if you will. So it doesn't make a lot of sense for us to keep most of the trout that we catch, not to mention most of the water that we fish in is catch and release mandatory anyway. So we get some farm-raised trout from Idaho and give a nod to the wild fish that we're trying to catch by not eating them.
So with the wild trout safely back in the river, Dave calls his friends out of the water.
All right, guys, food's up. Let's eat. Cheers, and let's hurry up and eat.
But once they dig in, no one's in a rush to finish this meal.
It tastes wonderful, so fresh.
My husband makes the best trout on the river.
It's absolutely excellent to eat outside, fresh air, water going by. It's beautiful.
Rarely do you get a chance to eat lunch so close to the river. This is special.
Fresh air and fresh ingredients grilled to perfection. It's a lure that'll keep them hooked and coming back for more.